buddy, how am I going to follow that? Thank you. You guys have been wonderful. I'm going to have so much trouble following all this, but I'll give it a red hot go. I'm the Work For The Dole guy. I'm here to talk about Work For The Dole, and sorry I look a little bit dishevelled, but was this the right place? No, I just came back from was at the Council of Social Services conference in Sydney, and if I'm tired now, it's only because we gave it a red hot go while we were there. Oh, okay, Work For The Dole. Is that thing on? Beautiful, thanks for that. Alright, so
I'm not being weird, I think you need to too.
Nah, fair enough. Alright, so I'm one of the lucky members of the Anti-Poverty Network that's doing Work For The Dole. And what I describe now is actually Work For The Dole Light. They plan to double the I'm going to take this thing off. They plan to double the number of hours by the end of the month. Now, I've heard a few people talk about austerity measures, which is interesting because Work For The Dole isn't actually an austerity measure at all. It's extremely, extremely expensive. To the tune of, if I got my maths right, it's about to the tune of between $60 and $80 per Work For The Dole person per Work For The Dole day. So it's actually very expensive. When some of you talk about, cuts to the eligibility of disability, cuts to the eligibility of the family tax benefit and other things, this is where your money is going. If they're spending a bunch of money on Work For The Dole and income management and other things, they take it from somewhere else, and they're taking it from other, social safety net sectors. So I would like you all to keep that in mind next time you're talking about this kind of thing to your friends and family. But when they spend money on something, they take it from somewhere else. Anyway, on to Work For The Dole. So I was considering writing a diary for my Work For The Dole experiences, but I've just been too tired lately, so I'm just going to have to recount it. So I'll try and just let you know my experience. So I do my Work For The Dole placement at St. Luke's Church, which is a church just off of Whitmore Square. And I did come into it as a member of the Anti-Poverty Network. I'm going to try and find out from people what the Work For The Dole is like there, what Work For The Dole is like on other sites, and really just find out as much as I can. So on my first day and on the following days, I did talk about it a lot, what's going on with governments and these different programs and stuff. And one of the things I actually found most interesting, something that really breaks that stereotype of the slacker dole plugger, is this. Most of the people, when, it's almost like that prison situation, what are you in here for? So how do you guys feel about it? What's going wrong? And the biggest complaint that I heard, is that there wasn't enough work. Really the situation that was happening was, the job centres get their money for putting people on placement. That's it. What they do afterwards or before, it doesn't matter. They just have to get people to that place at the times allocated. That's it. So the amount of money that was actually put forward for tools and equipment was very, very narrow. The biggest thing that we were doing, the actual job part of the job, was jib rocking. And every few weeks we'd get 3 or 4 sheets of jib rock. We'd burn through it in about 3 or 4 days, and then no one would really have anything else to do for the rest of the week. So there's a lot of sitting down and talking. And he got all pissed off because we were mostly standing around while, the little bit of work was done. You could have a site with, got between 10 and 15 people, but there was only really space for 3 of them to work. So we'd sort of cycle people through a little bit and give everyone half a shot. I know on some days I could say that, God, the only work that I did was maybe, I put on some of the glue stuff for a couple of places, and then because we had to distribute the work evenly, that was it. So I learned how to put paste on a wall. It was good. It was really exciting for that couple of minutes. I felt valuable, I felt like a contributor, and then for the rest of the time I went and used the gym equipment like over there. So anyway, one guy rocked up and he got shiftless and he got irritated and he left halfway through the day. It turns out he got really, really pissed and he went to work skill. He yelled at them. He was like, what the hell is this? No one's doing anything. It's total crap. So Work Skill were right, we're going to put the hammer on. They came down, they sent some of their managers down to St. Luke's, and they talked to the St. Luke's liaison. And they were like, right, we're going to clean this shit up. You know, no more of these super long lunch breaks. You know, no more standing around. None of that shit. We're going to fucking clean this place up. So anyway, I rocked up the next week, and this is how they cleaned it up. You know, they made good. They made good on their promise. Our lunch breaks and you know, smoko breaks were down to the minute. 15 minutes, half an hour, right? No more of this standing around. You know, like we're going to find something for you to do. So the thing I was doing for the next 2 days during that week, it was 2 days a week, I picked teeny tiny little soursop things out of the church's front yard. Hand manicured that bastard for about 7.5 hours. And I approached it, you know, with good faith. I'm going to do this. But sadly, you know, if you had someone rock up in the morning and you had someone rock up and look at that garden in the evening, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So the thing that pretty much happened was, and it was unfortunate, you know, they kind of revealed who he was to the guy. I'm not going to say who he was, but you know, they should not. So it wasn't too bad. The Work For The Dole people, like, you know, the Work For The Dole one, we were pretty good. We were pissed, but, you know, no one hassled him too much. I'm actually a little bit proud to say that, so, because our lives were made a lot harder, but the guys, they were good. You know, Work Skill, upon hearing someone rock up and say a legitimate problem, there's nothing to do. I mean, everyone would prefer to not be there and not have their income at risk, but it's like, fine, you know, while we're there, we'll make good of it. Work Skill went and they forced us to clean up everything on our end. You know, the lunch breaks, the standing around, none of that. But on their end, they still weren't paying for any tools or equipment. They didn't do anything on their end to show that they were taking the Work For The Dole program as seriously as they expected us to do. You know, the people with no power are meant to take it completely seriously, like it's a real job. But you know, they're not going to go and be the real, you know, pretend to be real employees and actually give us some tools or equipment or, you know, maybe something more than $5 a day. Yeah, right, that's the end of my thing.